Morning everyone. Happy to report I am feeling a whole lot better today. The headache's gone. Fairly normal amount of fibro pain. So I obviously wake up in pain because that's very normal for me. So I've been awake since about 3:30. Then I got up near to 4 o'clock. But that's again pretty normal for me at the moment. Boy, does my hair look short. But I'm happy with it, which is good. I'm interested to see when I wash it. I won't wash it today, so tomorrow I'll wash it myself and obviously let it do its thing. That's when we'll see how it really is. Not all done by a hairdresser at the moment, like it is at the moment. Anyway, I just thought I would start today's part of the vlog, or today's vlog. What's in store for today? Well, first of all, it's pretty cold out there. I think it says it's 11 degrees, but it feels like 4 degrees. That's mighty chilly if you ask me. It's certainly very cold for, my experience in my world. So I have actually got the heater on this morning, and the air conditioning on for the first time this year in the morning. And I'm still wearing my dressing gown as well. Drinking lots of tea, and I've got my heat pack on my back. So all the normal things. Probably couldn't turn that off shortly or take my dressing gown off because I'm getting to be, I'm a bit cold actually because I was moving around, my hands are cold again. Kev's already gone off to work. He was left just, 10 minutes ago or so he's gone. So I did pack him some lunch to take, just stuff from the cupboard. I didn't make anything today. And today's focus is going to be in the kitchen, get some dinner made. Got to chop some dog vegetables, make some chia pudding, maybe make some banana bread, but if I don't do that today, I can do that the next day or two. I've got lots of bananas. Might make up 2 lots because I think we're pretty low on banana muffins, and I can make up some for my mum and dad. So I'll do banana muffins or banana bread, I don't know yet. We'll see. And then other than that, it's kind of like ironing, and definitely ironing. I need to do a lot of ironing. And I've got a couple of parcels to organise, 2 Depop sales to organise and post. So I can get that done to post this afternoon. That's kind of it, little bits and pieces like empty the bins. I've already tied the bag, and I'm not going to fit any more in that bag, so it's tied, ready to go in the hallway. So that's sort of the focus for today. Probably should get groceries, but I think I've got enough stuff here for dinner, and I can muddle through that groceries for another day because I'll do the grocery shopping and just with my heel. That tends to be a walk and groceries, and that's me done. I can't do much more. So I think I can muddle through. I'm down to my last dishwashing tablet. So I might pick up some of them today. I could pick up tomorrow as well. That would be okay as well. So, but I might sort of try and muddle through a bit longer. Because we have picked up a lettuce the other day, and we've got fruit still from last week. We've got some strawberries on the weekend. So we've got bits and pieces over the weekend, and if I plan my meals properly, we should be right. Last night I think I filmed, I don't know if I filmed or not, we just ended up having some filled pasta with the tomato sauce, which Kevin was kind enough to make for me because I was kind of sore at that time. So that was just a nice, easy, yummy birthday dinner. Did think about getting takeaway, but that just seemed like too hard because you've got to order it, you've got to go park, you've got to pick it up, and I just said, let's just go home, we'll have pasta. Kevin had more work to do. We got home last night, so he finished off that, and they made dinner for us. So you kind of all caught up. We did enjoy the light show last night. I was going to film when I come back, and then I started feeling a bit more pain, so I totally forgot. We enjoyed it. I think it was worth, I can't remember how much it was. I think around $20. I will double check that when I'm editing and see what the actual cost was. And we thought for $20 it was well worth it, if that's the price. I think obviously you'd get more out of it if you had kids, because obviously kids delight in all that kind of things. But we did enjoy it. It was a nice little stroll. It wasn't too cold, so that was nice. I wouldn't like to go on a really cold night, I don't think. But I enjoyed it. It made my birthday a little bit special as well. Since we're not in Alaska or Hawaii like we've been the last 2 years. Anyway, I'm drinking another cup of tea, and I'll be back a bit later. It's definitely cold out there. I just wanted to show you all the seagulls huddled out of the wind, I guess. Oh. I was just thinking I might put the heating off or take my dressing gown off. But no, I'm cold after just standing out there for a minute or two. This is when you feel sorry for all those guys working, particularly the people doing the traffic. Having to stand out there all day in the cold and wet would not be fun. I just hadn't seen, I don't know how quite good all the guys did, a lot more than the last time I filmed them. Or there for their morning check-in or morning meeting that they have. It's quite fascinating. Must be really interesting working on a place like that, I guess, and seeing it all be built and all the ins and outs that go into that sort of thing. It's been interesting watching it get built, what we have, and we didn't see it all go up, obviously. It was the main building was done. We're just seeing all the finishing touches, but yeah, it was just when we moved in, shortly after we moved in, they started to take down all the scaffolding and reveal the building, reveal the hotel. But yeah, we're all going to snuggle back inside, drink some more tea, and later on, hopefully when it stops raining, we'll get out for a little walk around. I'm sure it'll just be a little walk today because it's pretty miserable out there. And we can do hide and seek breakfast and do some games and stuff in here and hope it's better this afternoon. Because yeah, that's nasty out there. Pretty cold and rainy out there. I just actually took the bins out in my road. Don't have to go outside, it's just up the hallway. And I very rarely run into anyone. I thought I would since I was out there in my dressing gown, but I didn't. I wouldn't care obviously if I did. Because usually when you're at home you can take your rubbish to the main bin. Anyway, I'm in the hallway because the kettle's boiling, so hopefully it's not too loud. I just wanted to let you know what we're up to. I'm kind of deciding whether to take the dogs out or not, but I think the rain's going to ease up in about an hour. So I think we'll hold off, and hopefully, even though it'll be wet out there and cold, we can hopefully go without the rain. You can handle cold, you can handle wet. But wet and cold and windy is very miserable. Will not make for a pleasant walk at all. So we'll hold off and hopefully can at least avoid the rain and just have the wind and the cold to deal with. And the wet, obviously. I'll be wearing my rain boots, gum boots, Mary boots. I don't know what they'll call them. The brand is Mary boots. I'll be wearing them because obviously I have to walk on the grass and in the grass. Some of which tends to be a bit long. Anyway, I have another cup of tea for now. And then if I'm feeling motivated to get on with stuff, I'll get stuff done in the kitchen. I've written my little list of things to do. I've pulled out the few vegetables I have to chop up for the doggies, but it'll be enough to keep them going for a day or two. I do have some leftovers from Kevin's lunch last Saturday, Friday, I don't know, whatever day it was. He just didn't go around to eating it. With my birthday yesterday, he probably would have had it yesterday, but I had my birthday, so he didn't. And actually, he probably got it last night, I didn't think about that, but anyway, bit to do. Hopefully we'll get things done today. I might go and start work on a video for you guys as well. Maybe it'll be a little bit productive while we wait for this rain to stop. Definitely boot weather. Not the best for my heel spur, but it's okay. I've just put on this jacket, which I'm actually trying to sell on Depop, but no one's interested, so I've decided to keep it because it kind of, well, I'm keeping it for now anyway. I'll sell it, I'll wash it and continue on with the selling, but I don't think it's waterproof, but it might be enough to, if it does rain, that I'm okay. So let's get these boys ready and get them out. We are loving the coat rack. Kevin's still got to finish it off and then I can put a few things here. All right, let's get ready. I am such an amateur at this. I just looked at the weather and it says 11 degrees. but it feels like 3 degrees. Didn't bring a beanie, didn't bring gloves. What I can say, I think it's cool. We're out for a little walk. I probably want to go for a big walk. Mind you, I haven't hit the wind yet. Ducks are all enjoying all their little treats. Oh, it's icy. Yes. This is why I wanted this rack. And if I had dog jackets to dry as well, it would be very full. But I always throw our bags, or Kevin's bag at least, into the cupboard. But at least that gives some places, more places to dry. Rather than having to drape them over chairs and over cupboards. Not sure where Dobby's off to. Oh, those are my shoes. Coda decided to muck up the mat for me. Very nice of him. I only got a little bit wet. My glasses are wet though. We just missed the rain. I don't know if it started. It doesn't look like it's too bad, but we did get a little sprinkle on the way back. Not too bad. I didn't have to dry them or anything, just their feet. So, nearly 10 o'clock. I think I'll start in the kitchen and then I'll stop and have my breakfast. Well, I might want to clean my glasses first. I'm going to make myself a easy red lentil soup, which is super easy. Pretty sure I made it before and I'm pretty sure I like it. Anyway, if I don't, it's not much to it. I'll try and make that for my lunch today. It's definitely soup weather today. And then I might chop up some dog vegetables. Or I might do that later, we'll see. But I'll get my soup done anyway and can cook. We've got to cook for 45 minutes on a low heat. It's just throw everything in pretty much and leave it to cook. Probably do the dog vegetables and then I will have my breakfast, which is chia pudding. Perhaps thought I'd do it today when it's cold. I've still got the heating on. I think it's probably going to need to stay on today because it is, as I said, rather chilly out there and I'm cold after the walk. Soup's done, simmering away. Putting vegetables away. I've chopped up the dog vegetables and then I noticed these are needing cleaned. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to have my breakfast. There's always something to do before I sit down. Dobby's just finishing. So I'm going to put out some dog breakfast since we didn't have a big walk this morning. Coda is absolutely ridiculously attached to that new toy. He won't let it down. I don't think we ended up taking it off him last night because the squeaker is extra sensitive, even more so than his other toy, which is not seeing any love now. Now the new one's here. I don't think he went to sleep after midnight. We took it off him because he kept on squeaking it, and eventually about midnight I said, well, let's just try him and see if he can just hold it in his mouth without squeaking, which he managed to do. You didn't have a good night, did you? You're so obsessed with that new toy. Too much. And you're just obsessed with food, aren't you? I don't know if he's going to go and eat or not. We'll see. There's that soup all done. You can see it's nice and thick now. So there'll be lunch and probably some in the fridge for later. I've got a couple of containers there. I think I would freeze all right too, so I might even pop some in the freezer. We'll see. Not sure how much space we have in the freezer still. Anyway, I'm going to dry these containers and make tonight's dinner, which is sweet potato satay. Pretty sure you've seen me make that before. I'll link the recipe below. It's one of our family favourites. I'll get that done and then I can move on to the back room and the ironing and getting my Depop orders ready. It'll keep me out of trouble, won't it? I have turned the heating off for now because I'm up moving around. I'm a little bit warm. Well, the dogs, they're just thinking it's a lazy day too. Because it's definitely that kind of day. Okay, so that is simmering. I just realised we have rice, but I've got a bit of cooked rice in the fridge. Alright, I'm going to go out and sort out. I've got to iron one of the dresses that I'd sold. There's a little mark on it, barely. And I washed it, just give it a freshen up, wash it. Now I need to iron it. And I'll check that mark. I didn't identify it as a mark because I didn't realise there was one. Oh, there is a slight mark, you can still see it. Oh well, I think it'll be okay. It was still a good price I got it for. Alright, let me iron that. And then I can get that and the other thing sorted for mailing. next, but I think I'll go to my laptop so I can copy and paste the number and put it into their information so they've got their tracking number and they can track. Anyway, that's those two, and I'll just keep those little things. I was keeping them in the back of my diary, but now that I'm doing this in here, I'll keep them in here. That's good, that's them ready to go. I'm not sure quite why I mean, I did need to iron the dress because I had rewashed it, so. And then I scrunched, not kind of scrunched, but put it into a small bag. They all come like, everything comes like that, I guess, in the smallest bag. Means the cheapest shipping for people, and yeah, anyway, those two will be off this afternoon. So I think I'm going to have a cup of tea. It's crazy windy out there. I've got to be careful with my feet. My heel's giving me a lot of grief today. So I think I'm going to have another cup of tea, and then I'll come back in and do a bit of ironing, rest, a bit of ironing, and then, yeah, that's all I've got to do today really is ironing. I can always finish tomorrow, so we'll see how we go this afternoon. Would like to start my new jigsaw puzzle. But that'll probably be after lunch because it's just about 12 now, so I don't usually have lunch till about 2, so hopefully I can get about an hour's ironing done. If I do a half an hour break, half an hour ironing, half an hour break, half an hour ironing, and I'll probably get it all done by then. If I've got extra time, I might start taking some photos for the next lot of things to put up on Depop next weekend. I'll show you what Kevin got me the other day, this little paw print. It's actually got a little tiny photo of Canine Coda in it. Now I can't see it with my naked eye. Kevin can see his eyesight's so bad. I'm hoping with my new glasses I will be able to. Sometime I'll try and show you guys, but apparently, oh, you guys actually might be able to see it. What are you seeing? What are we seeing in there? So I can't tell. If you put light behind it, you're supposed to be able to see the picture. But that was, yeah, very sweet little idea. So I'll carry a bit of Canine Coda with me, or photo with me everywhere I go. And Doug. There's one very tired little boy because he didn't sleep much last night. So he's got the toy. He knows also a snoozy boy. The sun did pop out briefly, and I thought when I get up I'll film the sun on the harbour, but now it's gone again. So I finished my tea. I am going to get up and go and do some ironing for a bit. Got a bit of ironing done, got that done, this done, and yeah, so my basket's kind of empty. I've got stuff all over the couch over here, and I've still got summery clothes, but I think that's all the winter stuff. I've got some new things still to try on, so I'm going to try them on, and then that's all the winter things. And I'll add that top to my summer pile, which I'll do another day. And I'll probably, I've got some pajamas there that I want to sell on Depop, but I want to iron them first and photograph them. So I'll do that when I come back. I've just been editing a vlog, and are we recording? Yes, we are. I've just been editing a vlog, and I'm just heating up my lentil soup. It's very yummy. I tasted it earlier and it's really good. So easy. I can't believe something so easy is so tasty. And I could have made it easier by just using jarred garlic, but I did cut up the garlic. Anyway, I'm going to have that. I was going to try and get some more stuff done in the back room with ironing, but I don't know it's going to happen because I do have a bit of washing up. I've got those pots to do, and I want to wipe down all the bench because it's pretty yuck after all the cooking that I've done. And I still got to make up my chia pudding, so I've still got a bit to do in the kitchen. Refill medications. So I think I'll focus on doing that rather than out the back room. We'll see. I still have my lunch for now, and then I'll probably try and do that before I start doing any puzzle. And obviously I've got to get the doggies out. The sun's out at the moment, but I think it looks pretty cold and windy still, so we'll get them out for a little trot around, and I've got to go post those parcels, so I do need to go over and do that. So I'll probably do that in about an hour. And then I've forgotten I haven't had a bath yet, so I wanted to have a bath. I was going to have a bath after our walk. So, yeah. That's the plan. If I don't have a bath, I could just have a quick shower and then put my pajamas on, couldn't I? Because I don't need to wash my hair. So whichever I do, it can be quick. I guess we'll just see how long all that sort of stuff takes us. I don't think I'm going to get too much jigsaw puzzling. That'll have to be at the very end of the list, I think. I was trying it for rainbow, but it's pretty faint now anyway. Gotta be quick. Still very, very, very windy and cold. Oh. I go out now, I'm going to get my beanie, get my gloves, take these doggies on their walk, go post that mail, and then I'll finish off when I get back. I've done most of my physio. I've still got to do like toe scrunches, which is my new one for this week, but I can do that when I'm refilling the meds because I've got to kind of sit down to do that. Yeah, and then I'll get the kitchen cleaned up, hopefully. That's my plan. Might depend how my heel is feeling after our walk, but yeah. Good to get the dogs out. It's so cold out there though. Whew, it is cold. So I am rocking up. Got a bit of a rainbow over there. Sun and rain. I don't think I recorded the chia puddings, and then I didn't record me talking about not recording the chia puddings. So I just made the chia puddings. I am recording now, and I've refilled my maple syrup jar from Thal. Big one from Costco. Hopefully I filmed the washing up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm filming anymore. I think I'm going to go have my bath now, and then I can refill the meds and maybe work on my puzzle for a little bit. We'll see, depending on what time Kevin comes home at. Doggies are having their dinner, and it's time for me to start a new puzzle. I'll just do the border. Time for another run dog walk. At least it's sunny, it's not raining like it was yesterday. That was a nice walk, fresh, but it wasn't too bad, it wasn't too uncomfortable. I think the wind has died down from what it was yesterday. And as you saw, we came around where they're still doing building construction work. That was kind of nice. And we can actually walk the whole way. It's one little tiny bit on the footpath now, which is good. Because for a long time the footpath wasn't sort of all the way around. I was tempted to come around closer to the harbour, but I didn't know for sure I could get through, so I thought, oh, we won't do that today, in case we get stuck. Anyway, I've just got back and I'm just going to probably boil the kettle, have another cup of tea. I am going to have a nice bath, but Kevin's in the bath at the moment. He's having a pain day because he didn't have a good night's sleep. He was actually up before me for a change, so that's very, very rare. I did hear him get up at 3 o'clock, but I thought maybe he's going back to bed. And I thought, oh no, I'm up at 3, that's going to be it. I felt the pain wave come through, but I actually went back to sleep for another hour and a quarter or so. I think it was about 4:15 when I woke up properly and got out of bed. So that was a nice surprise. I had too many 3 and 3:30 starts lately. Anyway, I'm just cleaned this. I know it's a lid for a Kia box, but we use it as a tray in Kevin's tiered tray. Because it's just got that mesh top, so it gives him a solid surface for drinks and things. So I'm just giving that a bit of a clean, and I'm going to take my spray over and spray around as much as I can, because it's got a bit of stuff in there. So I'm just all about doing the little jobs at the moment rather than tackling big jobs. The zone this week is the kitchen, but I really don't think much needs done. The sink needs a good scrub out, but that's probably pretty much every week, and I probably need to pull the fridge out. I'm thinking about I should give the floor a really good clean. And now I think about it, there's some spots on the window, on the inside. Obviously I can't do the outside. So I might write those things down, and maybe I could do that rack. So just like little things. I don't think it needs any big work this time around, because I did most of the cupboards and most of the drawers, I think, last month. What was I here for? Oh, to do Kevin's tray. I had been going to have a nice bath this morning, but I fiddled around too much on sitting around. I ordered some hankies because I lost a hanky on my walk, and who knows what else I was doing. Anyway, I fiddled around too much on my laptop. It's nearly 11 o'clock, so I'm going to have a quick shower instead. Obviously, it's a lot quicker and not so relaxing and zoning out. So I'll have a quick shower because I want to wash my hair. See how that goes. Then I'm going to have my brekkie. Make some banana muffins, I think, because it's probably the quickest and easiest, or maybe banana bread, I haven't quite decided. Maybe one of each. Yeah, then I want to get in and do some more ironing and sorting of some clothes for Depop. That's my only goals for today, and I've got to get probably some groceries later on. Or maybe Kevin and I'll go do the groceries tomorrow. I actually haven't done a proper grocery shop this week. We're still managing. I was going to make a dinner, but then I realised I've still got dinners in the freezer, so I've dug out the lasagna. It was made in January, so I probably should use them up before they do go a bit past it. So vegan lasagna for dinner. Anyway, that's what I'm going for dinner. That's done. I've got my red lentil soup from yesterday. I just had to do something for Kim for lunch. And that's another day through without getting groceries. Do have a little bit of a list going, though we don't have any dishwasher tablets, so I will need to duck in and get that. If nothing else, let's see what things I need to get for the next few days, I guess. Maybe we can go the rest of the week without a grocery haul, without groceries. We did get a lot of milk last week, so pretty right on our oat milk. Anyway, I'll stop raving on and get and have the shower. Nice and fresh after that shower. See how my hair goes. I just washed it, let it dry. And I'm going to get some breakfast and get a start on those banana muffins. done a bit of ironing, photographed pyjamas and a couple of other things. I've got enough to start with anyway. Probably got maybe half a dozen items I guess to list at the moment, and I might get some more up before Sunday, but I'll get all those descriptions and everything done because that takes a bit of time. Anyway, I'm going to get a cup of tea and I'll sit and work on that, doing the descriptions and stuff. I'm using ChatGPT for that, which is really helpful, especially for things that I can find a little bit descriptions of, or at least a photo. If I don't have a description, it'll look at the photo and describe the outfit for me. Makes things just a little bit quicker and easier. I mean, not something I could do, but it's easier and quicker for AI to do it for me. I'm finding that very handy. Just going to work on my puzzle for a little bit.